let me introduce the Howell 375 large pump engine. Alright, no problem, let's go. When we talk about the 375 large pump, displacement. The 375 large pump comes in two displacements, 10 liters and 12 liters. Many wonder why driving a 375 large pump from over 10 years ago feel more powerful than current 380 electronic injection model. Because then you drove the 12-liter version, while current 380 Single-stroke engines are standard 10-liter. That's why the older one felt more powerful. Now, let's go back to more than 10 years ago, around 2013 or 2014. At that time, Sinotruc's 375 large pump and Waikai's 380 large pump, these two were absolutely dominant. You could say they were the pinnacle of domestic dump truck large pump engine. These were two extremely impressive machines with very mature technology and almost no drawback. But as time went on, the Waikai 380 wasn't phased out by the times, but the Sinotruc 375 really was eliminated by the changing era. So what would it? It was its sibling, the Sinotruc 371 engine, which is also a large pump engine. Starting from 2015, National 3 vehicles could no longer be registered, but that didn't mean large pump engines were eliminated, because they were still being used in non-public dump trucks. However, since 2015, all non-public dump trucks under the Howell brand have been equipped with the 371 engine, not the 375. So what's the difference between the 375 and the 371? The 375 is a National 3 large pump, while the 371 is a National 3 large pump. The positions of their pumps are different. The 375 uses an angled pump, which is installed at an angle, whereas the 371 uses a straight pump, which is installed vertically. And actually, even now, the non-public dump trucks under Howell are still equipped with the 371 large pump. Moreover, in recent years, because Howell's non-public dump truck exports have been doing extremely well, their spare parts have become very valuable. For example, a straight pump 371 engine, regardless of its condition, is worth 8,000 yuan. And if it's in slightly better shape, it can go for over 10,000 yuan. On the other hand, the 375 of the angle pump has actually become less valuable. So while the 375 is indeed a good model, in the end, it's still an old hero that has been phased out by the times. However, the 375 sibling, the Waikai 380, is still fighting on the front lines. Alright. Cough. Okay, how was that? That's it for today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a message for Yunhai. See you next time. Bye bye.